let's knock it out.
Did you
We're
get
on the
that
air.
forward on the air?
No.
No.
All right, I have in front of me the most notoriously fair and balanced publication in the entire world. Time Magazine. Not a left-leaning bias in the entire magazine. Hold on, this is my source material. Not a left-leaning bias in the entire magazine. But we'll get to why I want to use this here in just a second. Actually, John, I'll let you have this right now.
No, go ahead.
You can go ahead and read, but I'm going to talk something about
I just want to show the
a guy named Van Jones. Now, how many people have heard of Van Jones?
That's the dude.
I've heard of Van Jones. I heard of him.
What is Van Jones' little bit of notoriety? Go ahead.
Van Jones was the Green Job Czar.
Sure.
Who was an avowed communist.
Sure.
And Glenn Beck pointed that out.
Glenn Beck called him out on it.
That's right. But Glenn Beck never called for his firing.
No, he just said the guy is an
avowed communist. He just wanted to point out to everybody else the president has appointed an avowed communist to head up the Green.
And then he showed all the clips showing it.
Yeah. And what did the administration do about Van Jones?
Theoretically, nothing. Supposedly he resigned.
Right. But basically, they showed him the back door, same as they did the Dalai Lama. Like, here, walk out through the trash.
Right.
But the interesting thing is, it came out this weekend over CNN that Van Jones said that he was highly vetted in this process to become the Green Job Czar, or Special White House Counsel on Environmental and whatever. But he was really, really thoroughly vetted for this job. And it turns out, apparently, the White House knew exactly what they were getting when they hired an avowed communist who sided with a guy who shot a New York cop in the head.
Say that again?
Van Jones came to the defense of a man, and I cannot say his name to save the life of me. You'll have to look it up. But Madul, you know what? I can't even. I couldn't rattle it off if it was going to save my life right now. But he was a. Sure, he sounds just like me. Yeah, he sounds like butterbeans in Arabic. But the thing is, he shot a cop at point blank range in the head.
Yeah.
And Van Jones came to this guy's defense, and so Van Jones is not just a communist. He is a revolutionary Marxist with. Actually, I wouldn't even say black liberation theology, if not black supremacy ideology going on. Now, he comes out and says, I went to a speaking engagement and there was a guy holding up a book of Glenn Beck's, Arguing with Idiots, of which I have a copy that is signed. Then, as the guy's holding it up, he says that as he's speaking, the guy's book starts to lower. Well, you know, Van Jones is, he doesn't speak very succinctly. So he took a few hours and the guy's arm got tired. So at the end, apparently, according to Van Jones, he had made a little convert of this guy and the guy asked him to sign Glenn Beck's book. Now, I find that very entertaining. A Van Jones signature on the inside cover of Glenn Beck's book.
That would be
really cool to have. Cool.
That would be cool to have.
And here's the kicker. He said he signed it. We are one country with a little smiley face, Van Jones. And he thought he went on CNN and bragged about this. So today, this guy, his name is Joe, he calls Glenn Beck's show. And turns out, not only did Van Jones not have a convert, but the guy sold the book to Glenn Beck on the air, under the agreement that Glenn Beck put the book on UPillar, which is an eBay-type auction site, and use all the proceeds from the book to pay for Glenn Beck's Restoring America rally. So Van Jones' piece of memorabilia is going to help fund a Glenn Beck rally. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not. It's not even that I like Glenn Beck. I like the irony of the situation. I don't like Van Jones. I like that his a piece of memorabilia that in many ways is going to be priceless because it's the only one.
I don't want Van Jones to lose his job. I want his boss to lose his job.
Sure. Well, yeah. Well,
that's the way I want to see Van Jones leave. Now he's already left, but I would have said, you know, I love the fact that you can point to, okay, this is the guy your president appointed. I mean,
yeah. At some point you've got to be able to call it on that.
That'd be like Republican, you know, hiring an anarchist, you know, putting him in charge of the highway system or something.
Oh, sure.
I mean, what the hell is he thinking?
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what he's thinking. He's thinking exactly like Van Jones.
Hiring Ted Kaczynski.
He just won't say it because if he said these things, even he would not have gotten elected president of the United States.
It's true, but it would be like George W. Bush hiring Ted Kaczynski to the Department of Homeland Security.
What's fascinating to me is
I think they're willfully deceitful.
Maybe 40 or 50 years ago you could have gotten away with this stuff, But today is the information age, man. There's a camera, there's a microphone everywhere. There's
cell phones, picking stuff up.
Of
Look what it did to Michael Richards.
Yeah,
right.
Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all these things are these social networking. They're socialist.
If you was spoken anywhere in public, somebody has it on camera.
Right.
Okay? So you cannot go back and say, I didn't say that, because boom, you're a soundbite. Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Yes,
But not
right
only,
here.
but there is an advantage to that, and it does make people examine their principles. People aren't getting away with things they used to think they could get away with. Like now, the Democrats have turned filibuster into a dirty word, and reconciliation into it's not such a bad thing. Right. Turn back the hands of time a few years. Reconciliation was evil, and it was what the Republicans were going to do to pass George Bush's war budget.
You can't have people in office who have principles.
No. Heck no. Whatever would we
From
do?
such thought processes come dictatorships. That's where tyranny comes from.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
It's true.
It's exactly where it comes from. I don't like tyranny, but that's a principled stand. We need tyranny, so we're going to have it.
No. Fascism is fascism, no matter which way you slice it. So, I'm going to throw out one more thing.
One more, go ahead.
And, there are many different facets of fascism if you want to be alliterative.
No, fascism is socialism. They're the same damn thing.
Yeah, in many ways.
They hate it when you say that.
Oh, yeah.
But you can easily point out to them how they're the same thing.
Sure.
It's just that fascism is far more efficient at it than the socialists.
Yeah.
That's why they hate them. They're better at it than they are.
Yeah, socialism, the bodies just pile up. Fascism, they just go away. So,
that's right.
Here's
why the mafia is such a great organization.
They are fascist.
They're
very family oriented.
They're very efficient.
Okay, so big story in Time magazine.
Yeah.
Number one, why Washington is frozen, how we got here, and how to fix it. They give us 3 reasons. Well, the big reason they call the vicious circle of politics.
All right.
Right, and the vicious circle of
Like
politics.
that's something new.
Well, the vicious circle of politics, they say, started. This is what they say. It started in the Reagan era, right? With the hold on, just hear me out.
I know.
Started in the Reagan era, where people started all of a sudden associating big government with being bad. And when big government is bad, it helps to be the anti-government party, which is the Republicans. So, what do you think the 3 solutions, what do you think the 3 main problems are that they identified? John?
They're Republicans.
And Lance? Just repeat what he said.
The Republicans.
And I'm going to say it too, the Republicans. Those were the 3 things. Now, here are their 3 solutions for bipartisanship. Now, let's see if you can pick up the trend in this.
So this is their unbiased analysis.
This is their unbiased analysis.
Too many freaking Republicans.
Number 1, right, never mind the fact that Newt Gingrich does a commentary. This guy's analysis is unbiased. Number 1, first thing they need, we can do this. First thing they need is more New Hampshires. What does that mean?
Well, New Hampshire is swinging to the left.
Of course. New Hampshire
is moving from the right to the left.
New Hampshire is a state. Yeah, New Hampshire is a transitional state. It's bipartisan because you never know which way it's going to go. So that's why they need more New Hampshires, right? Meaning less Republicans. Second, more crossfires. Meaning the show that used to be on CNN with Tucker Carlson and whatever that guy's name was. We need more of those. Why? Why do you think that is?
You tell me.
Because they're bipartisan shows, in their opinion. Right? They're bipartisan shows, but ironically, Crossfire was a bipartisan show on a very partisan network. So you get 1/2 hour of Tucker Carlson firing at some guy, and then you go directly into an hour of Rick Sanchez talking about how the Republicans are ruining the country. It might as well be like having a debate between John McCain and Van Jones, followed by Keith Olbermann. And that is not the answer. At least in my humble opinion.
Sure.
But Jon Stewart went on the air and called Tucker Carlson a dick and said that Crossfire was ruining the country. Those were his exact words. You guys are ruining.
He was not very nice to Tucker
No,
Carlson.
he was not. Third, more Ross Perot's. Now, which candidate, which candidate was helped out more by Ross Perot's candidacy?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton never wins the presidency without Ross Perot.
What they're saying in this article is that we need less Republicans who are willing to stand on conservative principles and more people who are willing to become moderates to split the partisan vote of the Republicans.
You know what they're doing? They're doing the same damn thing they did after they lost. You Republicans need to be more like us.
This is not news.
The people who are winning are the Republicans who are being less like them.
Yeah.
Well, divide and conquer. It's classic divide.
Sure. How long do we have, John? Let me go ahead.
You got about 15 seconds to wrap this up.
Well, so it's the same old story. We don't get anything new, so don't fall for it.
I like that. That was very good. What do you think, Lance?
Concise, to the point, very well spoken.
Let's do this.
We'll be right back with the conclusion to Colbertradio.com.